I like to do unique content, not just the same content that has been done by other people that has many more views. It's been done multiple times. That bores me. I'll have some guys ask me to do more second edition content, so I'm trying my best to be unique in doing second edition content. Like I did a video just the other day about wilderness and monsters, and I'm like, well, that's not something a lot of people have done, so that is unique. And I'm going to now dedicate a stream to old school Dungeons and Dragons, but not because I'm so worried about the crowd. More like, look, there's a lot that I've experienced since 1991 for me to, wisdom picked up that I can share, right? And not just to D&D people, but to anybody. Just like my streams are about gaming, so there I'll do a little more focus on the D&D stuff and maybe talk about some second edition stuff that people want. But I do a variety of games. Well, first because I can, but the other thing is, not like everyone is doing that. That's just not. Look, I hate the idea of doing the same content that has been done like a million times by many other people with way bigger followings than I have. So I understand, I get it's hard to be unique on YouTube when it comes to certain content, but I'm like, what ways can I be unique? I'm trying to be unique because it bores me. It bores me. Like, part of me is here to grow on YouTube, but part of me is not here to be a mediocre bot that has no impact on the audience. I am here to share wisdom I have gained and to have an impact, to do something good for you. Look, I find that doing generic content is selfish. It's my honest opinion, because it does nothing for you. You've already heard it over and over and over again. So I'm not doing anything for you. I'm doing that. At that point, I'm just doing that to get you to watch me. It's selfish. I do want to grow on YouTube, but I want to do it in a way where I'm actually giving you something. And you reward me for doing that for you. And I try to be entertaining, try to be interesting. At times I can try to be funny, try to be straight to the point when I have to. So it's all in the package. And yes, I have realized, look, there's an easy crowd to get if you just feed them with things that they want to hear. Like you feed their selfishness, but you don't teach anybody anything. It is just a meaningless amount of time spent where its selfishness is being taken care of. And I don't like the idea of just telling you simply what it says in the book. I know some guys have over 10,000 followers from telling you what it says in the book. What is funnier is they present it like it's a unique opinion that they have, but it's just stuff that is said in the book. Now, I'm not bitter with these YouTubers or the audience. I just I'm telling you my judgment on it because I'm telling you how I come at this. I like the idea of putting out tabletop role-playing game content that people are going to value in 20 years. Or 100 years. I don't know. It's there and there's something unique and valuable about it. I think in the short term, you'll get the audience that they can grow you really fast, people that just want to hear what they want to hear. But I think overall there's a bigger audience. I really do believe this. There's a much bigger audience that is just way more picky, but over time you can reach them. And that's, in a part of me, that is what I'm reaching for. Okay, so there is the first part of the video telling you my take on doing tabletop role-playing game content. Here's the second half of the video we're going to call Bottom Feeders. I'm not impressed by a lot of people on YouTube, especially reaction videos. I think it's the cheapest form of content creation. Now, I don't mind if you do it, but it does sort of make me laugh when you see these people acting like they are talented YouTubers. It's like you're sitting there watching something. Like it's a cheap content that is filling a need, but it doesn't mean you are somebody. And I'm not mad at you, but when I see people out there acting like they're somebody special from doing reactions, it's like, calm down, my friend. You're mediocre. And then you get the YouTubers attacking other YouTubers drama segment of YouTube. Bottom, bottom, bottom feeders. I'm no big fan of the quartering. I think his name is Jeremy. And again, he's made some bad moves. And to a point, a little bit of coverage on that bad move should be something. And if more comes out, a bit of coverage on that something. I totally get it. But when I see a certain list of fucking YouTubers that are doing multiple videos going after this guy, it's mediocre trash content. It's bottom feeder nonsense. And like one guy, I think his name is Yellow Flash or something. I'm like, wow, he stopped drinking long enough to do a video, a cheap bottom feeder video on the quartering. Look, I get there's going to be a bit of coverage on the guy for what he did. I totally get that. There's a bit of the content where I'm like, okay, I get that. But it's like 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row. I'm like, dude, your content fucking sucks. That's your issue. And you're using this to grow. Oh, I was talking about tabletop role-playing games at the start of this video. Trust me, at the lower end, people do the same thing. Bottom feeder, mediocre, just trash. But it tells me they don't have the it factor outside of doing this mediocre trash content to grow on YouTube. Like even some of the bigger guys that are doing this with the quartering, I'm like, take away their bottom feeder content and they suck. They got nothing. If I said stop doing all the bottom feeder content and just get on and try to entertain people by talking to them, like just try that, see if you got the it factor. Most of these guys with like massive channels wouldn't have the following that I have. Again, I'm not defending the quartering. I'm not even a big fan of what he does. It's me calling out the bottom feeder bullshit. Bottom feeder, mediocre, trash content done by trash people. I would say to them, never try to talk to a person like me because I do not fucking respect you whatsoever. You want to know why I don't like cheap tricks on YouTube? I'm someone who is authentic and honest and real. So when I come at this, I have to grow under those circumstances, and I'm not trying to go after something cheap that does work with the audience, but has no impact in the future. Like, I like to think my content will plant seeds, will have an impact in the future. Bottom feeder content, it's here today, gone tomorrow. Nobody will give a fuck in a year. I like to do content where, oh, people didn't care about the subject. I plant the seeds, and after a few years, those seeds spread, and suddenly people are protesting. All because I did a bit of content that had an impact. And that's how you change the world. An individual person with almost no following can change the fucking world. That's how powerful this can be. So when I see people waste this on mediocre trash to gain cheap money, a cheap following, it makes me go, fair enough, you do that. But calm down. You're nobody special. Your content or what you're doing won't have an impact. It's gone today, or it's here today, it's gone tomorrow. My content can have an impact 20 years from now, 100 years from now. That means something to me. See, here's the difference between me and you. I'm not just feeding the selfishness of a crowd or an audience. I'm giving them something valuable. And what am I asking for? Something valuable in return. Their time, their support. I don't believe in playing the circle jerk of this game on here. And if I sound a little, turned off by the whole thing, I am. I am. I'm turned off by the entire thing. I always thought you should bring value if you're going to demand or want something from other people. You give something to get something. Just feeding some selfishness. It's not really giving anything to anybody. It's not. It's mediocrity at its finest. You know, that movie where the movie in the future where it's everyone's mediocre. Well, yeah, this is what this is. This is the bottom feeder world of stupidity. So I don't want to play to it. I don't want to help create that fucking mediocre trash world. And that's what bottom feeders are doing. So there, I can't play the bottom feeder game. I'd rather take a long time to get somewhere with value than to cheaply get somewhere with trash.